What are the Niners' issues on defense?
Okay, the issues on defense are, one, they're paying Nick Bosa a ton, and he's not playing like TJ Watt or Aiden Hutchinson. And some weeks he's playing with his hair on fire, and other weeks he just doesn't look like he's playing all that hard at all. He had 2 pressures yesterday. He had 3 missed tackles. So Bosa doesn't look like the Bosa you paid a mint. Dre Greenlaw is absolutely missed in the worst way. This defense, he was the teeth of the defense. He is that awesome competitor. He is that intimidating factor. They went from an all-pro type player to Devondre Campbell, and Devondre Campbell's a mess. And the Niners missed 12 tackles yesterday against Arizona, and a lot of those were on Campbell. So they missed Dre Greenlaw a ton. Their defensive tackles don't play the run well. Connor averaged 5.9 yards per carry in the second half of this game, running up the middle against the Niners defensive tackles. They don't have a free safety on this team that I can tell. The safeties look too slow and are poor in coverage. Talanoa Hufanga is super overrated right now. He was the lowest rated defensive player in yesterday's game, according to PFF. He falls off of tackles. He doesn't have big speed and coverage. He's a box safety that doesn't have huge size. I mean, if he's not stonewalling you in the backfield, what is he doing? Because he's not a great coverage player. And then Mooney Ward is being paid like a number 1 corner, and he's not a number 1 corner. He's a number 2 corner. He looks like just a guy. Quarterback's rating when targeting him yesterday, when Kyler targeted him yesterday, he gave up a quarterback rating of 116.7. So Mooney is not like, hey, Mooney covers half the field and you don't have to. No. He's not Dion. He's not anything close. He's not a true number 1 corner. So I think a little bit that, their defensive backs, they got some nice, good young ones out back there, but there's some lack of speed. So they lack speed on the back end. The defensive tackles don't play the run. Bosa's kind of all by himself as far as rushing the passer, and Campbell's a disaster. And then Yadam, I thought, played better, but I want to see more Renardo Green. Renardo Green is a tremendous cover guy and needs to play more. So I think that's really it. I think they're a little slow on the back end, and they've lost some teeth up front, and Campbell is a circus. And he absolutely run, pass. I mean, you just go at Campbell. I mean, watching the All-22 yesterday, I swear it looked like he was hiding behind defensive tackles. It's like, do you want to tackle James Conner? Because you keep running behind this scrum and he cuts the other side and there's nobody there. I mean, he looked like he wanted no part of James Conner.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like the defensive issues with this team, like it's beyond just personnel. I think there's something there. This team doesn't seem to really believe in what they're doing. They blamed it all on Steve Wilks right now, but it seems like in the same areas, third down defense, they're still struggling. I feel like they're a team that's underperforming for what their talent level is. I mean, they're not as talented as they used to be. They're not as deep as they used to be, but they don't have Greenlaw. But I mean, you say Charvarius Ward has fallen off. Like, yeah, he's given up a quarterback rating of 98 this year. He's given up 12 catches for like 150 yards. So I still think they have good players. I wonder if they're being put in the best position to succeed right now. I wonder if they think they're being put in the best position to succeed right now.
He probably would have given up more if he was on a defense that didn't have Campbell on that. They're going at Campbell so much they don't got time to go against Mooney. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not saying they've got bad players. I just think that they don't have a lot of speed on the back end. So, like, you saw it. I mean, Tutu Atwell ran right on by, and Jefferson ran right on by. And wait until they face some of these teams that actually have burners and can run by them. Still haven't defended the verticals. They just ran into a couple teams that don't really have vertical receivers. Wait until they get Kansas City. Xavier Worthy. Mahomes is going up top to Xavier Worthy. I guarantee you. So I think there are problems on defense. And here's another problem. Sorensen was wearing a sweatshirt yesterday. It was like freaking 103 degrees out there. He wore a sweatshirt on the sideline.